What's up guys, I'm Colin from Haley and Colin, and I'm going to tell you how to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. Why should you listen to me? Because it literally just happened. In fact, within the last 30 days, we've earned 1,500 subscribers, and I think we're just over 2,200. And our watch time hours have gone through the roof. And if you're anything like us, you're hustling for every subscriber, every watch time hour. And it's tough, it really is. I remember we were at probably 600 subscribers, all of which we really hustled for. And I knew we could get to 1,000, but the watch time hours, absolutely not. So we knew that something had to change. But how do you get there? One word, YouTube. So I hope you're a little confused. So what I'm saying is you can hustle, and hustle, but ultimately YouTube is gonna be the reason that you succeed in the YouTube business. So what I'm about to go over with you isn't going to be the most difficult, but it will be pretty time consuming. But I promise, if you follow these steps, you'll be at monetization within the next year, guaranteed. Probably well before then. In fact, Haley and I started YouTube only 7 months ago, and we were able to reach monetization after doing these things for only 3 months. So it's been crazy. So let's get started. The first thing I want to say is that working really hard for your subscribers and views is nothing compared to YouTube promoting your content. There's a huge difference. A lot of people focus on getting their videos ranked really high, and that's not a bad thing because that really does help. But I promise that's nothing compared to YouTube either putting it on the browse features or putting it on suggested videos. Trust me, big difference. But in order to reach this, you've got to have YouTube notice you. But how do you get them to notice you? That's what I'm going to go through. And this is what's going to help you get monetized much faster than you would have. I promise. The first thing I want to do is give a huge shout out to some YouTubers that reached out to us whenever we were, about 200 subscribers in, and they kind of took us in, they told us a few things, and some of this actually they did tell us. Some of it is stuff that we figured out on our own. But I want to give out a shout out to Juliet and Chris. Thanks guys for really hooking us up with some good stuff. Be sure to go watch their channel. They got some great stuff, some great pranks and stuff like that. You guys are going to enjoy them for sure. The first thing I want to talk about is algorithm. You probably hear this word a lot, okay? This is one of the most important things. So if you're posting one video a week or maybe every 2 weeks, YouTube's not going to notice you. This is something that you have to do, I would say at least 2 videos per week for YouTube to really start noticing you and to really trust that you're going to keep putting content out there. The next thing I want to talk about is your title, your video, and your tags, okay? So you hear those things a lot, but the first thing I want to tell you is your video title has to be named something very similar to very popular videos. It doesn't have to, but it really helps. And also, in your video description, make sure you have just about every single word that is in your title. This really helps. And then you couple that with tags. Make sure you put every single possible tag that somebody could put into the search engine that could possibly have your video pop up. And maybe throw in some different tags too. Something that your video isn't titled, but they could possibly type in that and your video still pop up. So for example, we have a video that's titled, "Telling Our Parents We're Having a Baby." But in the title, we typed in several ways to say that. So things like telling my parents I'm pregnant. Stuff like that, that really helps. Just altering it just a tad so that your video still pops up whenever people search things like that. But if you have those 3 things that match up constantly, then YouTube is going to start promoting your video out there. That's something that could really help with getting your video ranked high. But at the same time, even if your video is not ranked very high, but your video is titled the same as popular videos that are going around, that's whenever YouTube's going to start putting your video in the suggested column or the browse features column. And that's where you're going to get most of your views. And here's something that not a lot of people would tell you. Make sure that your videos are really catered to the same thing. What I mean is, all of our pregnancy life videos and stuff like that, those vlogs and challenges and stuff that have anything to do with her pregnancy, we put those in a playlist. Okay, so what YouTube has done is, because we put those in the Haley's pregnancy journey playlist, now YouTube promotes those videos more than they would just a random challenge that we do that has nothing to do with pregnancy. Because a lot of our subscribers have subscribed to us because they love the fact that we are vlogging about her pregnancy and our life and young parenthood. People really like to see the same stuff without a whole lot of deviation a lot of the time. So YouTube's really going to promote that stuff. This is another thing that you probably hear all the time, and this really helps. It's not the most important, I would say, but it does need to be part of your ammo. Good thumbnails. Take some time on your thumbnails, make them eye-popping, make them catchy. Don't just simply screenshot something that was a part of your video with no context or anything like that. Make it look good, okay? I would suggest maybe going to PhotoJet or maybe using TubeBuddy. You know, they help you generate thumbnails. And here's the last thing that a whole lot of people might not mention whenever they're doing videos like this. YouTube wants to see that you actually have quite a few videos. Even if you're doing all of these things and you only have 4 videos out there, YouTube wants to see that you're going to keep posting and posting and posting. We didn't get any of our stuff that was in the browse features or suggested videos or even in the top of the rankings until we had probably 25 videos up there. So if you're new to this, again, it's gonna take some time, but that's okay. Hang in there and post several videos within the next several months, and I promise you, YouTube's gonna start noticing your stuff if you follow along with a lot of this stuff. Hopefully that was short enough. I tried to make it pretty quick for you guys because I hate listening to videos that just say the same thing over and over and over. They never get to the point. I'm trying to get to the point. I'm trying to help you guys get monetized as soon as you can. Start doing this stuff now. Thank me later, and we'll see you guys soon. Oh, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell.